Believe it or not, there are still some dangerous isolated tribes out there that continue to live a barbaric and primitive life. No Netflix, no selfies, no social media. Just pure hunting and absolute savagery. They want to be left alone, and if for some reason you try to enter their land, well, then you get taken out. And so today, we're gonna dive deep and look at 6 scariest tribes you never want to meet. So you know what to do, smash that subscribe button and let's get right into this. Number 6, the Asmat tribe. A tribe notorious for their traditional practices. So what exactly do they do and why are they so dangerous? Well, basically people like you and I could be served on a nice little plate for them. Sprinkle some garnish and some salt and we're, how can I say this, a delicious meal. Not only that, but they also headhunt. They have this sort of thing for skulls where they use it as pillows. As creepy as that sounds, they also display those skulls as decorations, placing it in an honorable spot inside their homes. And if none of this was scary enough for you, well, I got more. Cause every person there is named after someone they've killed. Which means in order for you to get a name, you have to hunt someone down and get rid of them. See, I'm lucky cause I have a stupid name. Like no one's gonna be like, oh PK, let me go steal his name. Everyone's gonna leave my ass alone. Imagine if you had a name like Chad or Brett. Woo! Homie, you're in trouble. Everyone's coming after that name. With that being said, some children don't even get names until they're 10 years old, after they've set out to essentially murder another man from an enemy village. But good news is, missionaries have come in contact with them and there is some progress being made. Number 5, the Yafo tribe. This tribe lives deep in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, an area infested by crocodiles, a place so remote that it takes over a month of either trekking through rough terrain or paddling with a boat through a winding long river. Against outsiders, they use their women as spies, and because of their small size and stature, they're easily able to camouflage themselves in the jungle, having eyes on people without them even noticing it. Not to mention, their men are very crafty as well, because supposedly they have impeccable balance and can run between treetops with ease. That's literally the type of crazy stuff you see on TV. Now, what makes them so dangerous is that they're just like the Asmat tribe I mentioned earlier, in the sense that the Yafo people are headhunters as well, except they don't sleep on the skulls, they just collect them as trophies to keep intruders away. Number 4, the Karubo tribe. In Brazil, deep in the western Amazon basin, live the Clubbers. This nickname was given to them because the people of this tribe don't battle with modern day weapons. They prefer clubs and poisonous darts instead. Obviously people like us are seen as the enemy and we'd be taken out. But you'd actually be surprised to know that not even their own fellow tribesmen are safe. And that's because they pretty much have this mentality of only the strong survive. If you're seen as sick or weak, then they don't hesitate to get rid of you. With that being said, this tribe is split into 2 groups. The small one only has 23 members and the larger group consists of 150. The split happened because some people wanted to make contact with other settlements, while the majority of tribesmen wanted to be left alone and in isolation. Now, they are rather crafty hunters and do just fine getting by and sustaining a life for themselves, except for the fact that the leading cause of death in their tribe is malaria. Number 3, the Agori tribe. India is the home of deep spirituality, but the Agori tribe has taken that to a whole new level. These people believe that they can't please the gods unless they do some really bizarre rituals. A few of them include meditating on top of someone that's passed, eating those sacrificed people, and essentially using their skulls as bowls and cups to eat food and drink out of. Basically anything goes for this tribe in the name of elevating their level of spirituality and supernatural powers. Number 2, the Korowai tribe of Papua New Guinea. This tribe was isolated for so long that they believed they were the only humans walking this earth. And you'd also be surprised to know that for such a primitive tribe, they've actually managed to construct tree houses which sit up at over 140 feet in the air. It wasn't until the 1970s when they were discovered, and the whole time they believed that any outsider carries evil spirits and demons with them. The Korowai tribe also practices witchcraft and sorcery and blames any sort of sickness or illness on evil spirits. Now, the way they hunt their food is with their weapon of choice, the bow and arrow. But their food doesn't just include wild animals, cause they're also known to eat people like you and I. Yeah, they're actually one of the last known tribes to partake in this kind of practice, while some say that they continue to do it to this day. Number 1. The Asaru tribe. Also known as the Ghost of Papua New Guinea, this is a tribe that wants to keep outsiders away. They use bamboo to elongate their fingers, create scary masks made of clay, and paint their bodies white, driving fear in the hearts of their enemies. By now we all know that tribes are heavily spiritual people, so I'm gonna explain how all of this came to be. Around 2 centuries ago, when a much more powerful tribe attacked the Asarus, they had no choice but to run away into the Asaro River. As they got in, they were covered in white and gray mud, and when the rival tribe caught up with them, they thought the Asarus were the ghosts and spirits of the people they've killed, and so not surprisingly, they ran off in retreat. For them, this was pretty much like discovering fire, because essentially, they realized that they don't have to fight their enemies, they can just scare them off. Now imagine you're traveling through the jungle and you come across one of these tribes. Honestly, what would you do? Let me know in the comment sections below. Anyways, subscribe for a lot more content like this with the bell notifications on, smash that like button for your boy, and I'll see you guys next Saturday.